Part 3. Oh boy. So, for the final 3 films I have in my head for Phase 2 is Positive 10 2. So, what would be the biggest threat to the point where 10 heroes have to team up again? Oh, that's simple. Him. Yep, I will use this big bad to do this. The reason all these weird events have happened, even some of them should have not been colliding, is because him has manipulated things so they could meet each other. Yeah, Rex and Ben, that was him messing with them to meet up. Even believing, well, him just believes mortals are just fun to mess with. So the Positive 10 have to team up again and do their very best to defeat him. But him also releases many other villains, even bringing back Vilgax. Him actually helped him survive and made him even more strong enough to even the Omnitrix wouldn't be back on him. Oh yeah, the whole entire Kevin story is still continuing because, well, let's just say, Ben did not absorb all the energy out of Kevin. He used the last remaining, well, I'll say that later. So him releases all the villains they have fought, even the ones they killed. And they will do their best, even Van Kleist teaming up with him, just asking, Van Kleist just asks him to let Rex live because he has a bigger plan for him and his nanites. And possibly he could kill Ben, just make sure the watch is not destroyed. So the girls and everyone, even Ben using his new alien, and I remember what his name is. And I realized that alien does not absorb energy, so I will change it to VBAC. But in this movie, Shock Rock will be a thing, and that's the alien I was thinking of in part 2. Just telling you guys now, these are just a few minutes apart. My phone apparently cannot have that many storage space. So, yeah. So the Positive 10 does their very best, and Van Kleist just keeps on corrupting, just putting negative nanites into everyone, aka corrupted ones. Even when Rex to the point where he cannot absorb all of it because, well, he will lose his mind and go on his nanite monster form. And Gwen gained help from Charmcaster and Miss Spell to propel him from the battle so they can stop the other villains. But him has a better idea. He grabs all the crazy corrupted nanites and shove them all into Rex so he can turn into his giant net evil form. Roar! And Kevin, who is still crazy out of his mind, uses the last bit of Omnitrix energy to literally transform into his mutated form. Yeah, because he is really that crazy. And don't forget, Kevin has been training a lot. And all those in the two Ben 10 movies literally happened in the first month of summer. Don't ask me how this would make sense. All these events happen after Ben gets the Omnitrix. The other things with Rex and the Powerpuff Girls, they all happened before Ben got the Omnitrix, so you could try to attack me. So Buttercup works on finding Evo Rex, and so does Six. And yeah, with Charmcaster and Gwen and Miss Spell are able to seal up him because they couldn't precisely beat him in a magical fight. They just had to lock him up in a very, very powerful device Charmcaster had. And Ben defeats Kevin, and his battle with Kevin unlocks his newest aliens. Way Big! I'm pretty sure Nanite Rex is not that huge even for Way Big. But I will still make Rex still powerful enough to harm Way Big. But Rex still loses. But now, for the surprise twist. Rex literally lost his whole entire memory. Yep, in the cartoon show, Rex always loses his memory every time when he goes Evo. So his mechanical self, with his different robotic body parts smashed up together, seriously. One of his hands in giant mode is a sword, and his other one is just his giant middle hand. So, yeah. Rex lost his whole entire memory and now speaking to his native language. Spanish! And it will technically be a sad day because Ben has said how he just lost his friend because he lost his memories in the battle. So all of them will try to figure a way how to trigger Rex's memories. And yeah, that's how it's gonna end. With a sad ending. Well, semi-sad. Everyone literally just lost their teammate. And he has no idea why anyone is sad. Now for Justice Fighters 3. And to give you a heads up, all that events happened in the second part of summer, and now we're at a 5 months passed after that battle. So that means Major Glory popped out of the aftermath of the battle. And boy, everyone is just ready to kill him this time. Because Major Glory said when he comes back, he's gonna kill everyone who dares to devise the rules of, America. So, literally the whole entire team is ready to kill this insane jackass. Even convincing the other two. Oh yeah, heads up on the Crimson Red. She literally conquered Russia. She made it fair, just like how America is trying to be fair. Okay? Fear me or submit to my will. Or something like that. So Crimson Red been called to make sure Russia doesn't get attacked by this crazy American who's with superpowers. So everyone will do their best beating this guy up. Matter of fact, they're not even gonna beat him up and lock him up. They're gonna kill him because he is that insane. It's like the whole entire Justice League is fighting Homelander. Now I wish someone does that video. Fully animated. So they just wailed on the guy, and he's wailing on them. On the Amazon, on two copycats, as he calls them. Like female copycats. And the god of lightning and Purple Hulk just will beat the living crap out of him. Seriously, even the white cat literally jumps on his face and gouges his eyes in with claws. Yeah, this movie will be brutal. And they will be far away from the city. That's how Major Glory feels like. America needs to know who they wrongly put their fate in. He just goes there. Like to the nearest, biggest city. And they're doing their best to stop this insane madman. Literally killing people. Because they should be fearing him. And basically make America what it was back in World War I. So the whole entire Heat Vision battle happened. Miss Bell, after learning what she's able to do, she's able to tear the very veins out of his body so he can never move. But he's easily regenerating them. And everyone's wondering, who should kill this madman who had destroyed 4 buildings and 2 towers? And no, it's not the Twin Towers. Dear God, I will keep that out. That is already a tragic event. I wish it still never happened. So, yeah. Liberty Bell literally does what Omni-Man did to the Immortal. Karate chops his head off! Showing the even Spore saying, well, at least you guys did something. Now this crazy man is now dead. And everyone looks, and the whole entire public is scared. How they allow this madman to do this, and they just killed him. And only 2 weeks later, they're debating if they're heroes anymore. Right, the public thinks they're menaces who can, if they're able to kill this guy, the world is pretty much screwed. So, hold on. Okay, to finish this up with the biggest one for phase 2. The Positive 10 versus the Justice Fighters. They believe they should have called. Here's the thing. The Positive 10 felt like they should have been called for this type of event. I would say I would agree with them, but don't forget, these are full-grown adults and they're children. This guy would have killed Ben if the Omnitrix ever reset it back into the 10-minute time limit. And it did after the sequel. And the Positive 10 also realized they could have helped with him. But no, they were possibly dealing with something even bigger, I bet. So a bunch of adults are arguing with kids. Even Six comes around and says, Rex still hasn't remembered who he is, but I'm going to help you because they really should have called us, especially Providence, who have weapons just in case. So, yeah. Six is actually agreeing with the kids, and they should have helped. Possibly Rex wouldn't have lost his memories if they helped out. So, yeah, we have a whole entire civil war. The Positive 10 and the Justice Fighters. Also, for the 10 part to make more sense, I will literally add Charmcaster. Because even Charmcaster will admit... Oh, wait. Did I just say... Oh, crap. I just retconned the things I just said. Right, I only said misspell. Misspell was there. How am I already forgetting the things I just said? Anyway, they try to talk it out, and Charmcaster believes they're just insane. They just argue to the point where they fight each other. Because Six literally blames them for Rex having amnesia. And let's just say someone blew up the Justice Fighters' lair. And they suspect it was one of them. So we would have a whole entire Civil War fight. Even to the point where Ben Lu literally beat the crap out of them almost to death. Because they're really doing their best beating each other up. Like, I will make Gwen, who is Lucky Girl at this point, would fight White Cat to see who's actually the better cat. No, maybe I should wrote all this down just in case if I ever accidentally retcon something. Okay, to end the video, the heroes stopped fighting because they were actually affected by him a little bit. That means the Positive 10 have been surrounded by his energy to think of all these negative thoughts and blaming them. But I mean, the Justice Fighters believe they should have been there. Because they were training just in case a Major Glory got out. And he did. So they all agreed if they're dealing with someone as dangerous as him or Major Glory, they will literally call each other so they don't get screwed over and have this fight again. And that's it. That's how Phase 2 ends. With an even sadder note, how most of the heroes literally don't trust each other anymore. How crazy is that? Subscribe if you want. Hit the like button if you want. I want these videos to have more views. Please. I'm out. I'm going to bed.